Hello students, hope you all have watched my previous video about how to carry out multiplication of integers. This is the second part, and in this part we are going to learn about how to carry out division of integers. Okay, so in the previous video, if you have observed that we required 4 important formulas to carry out the multiplication. Okay, those formulas were used to carry out the multiplication of signs. Okay, so here also in division we require 4 important formulas which will be used to carry out the division of the signs. Okay, so both the formulas are almost similar, only one change and you can convert the multiplication chart into the division chart. Okay, so we'll just go through the formulas and I'll tell you what change you have to make for division. Okay, so the first formula which we learned was positive number multiplied by positive number will give you positive number. Okay, the answer will be positive. Then second was negative number multiply by negative number will give you positive number. Then third we learned that is positive number multiply by negative number will be a negative number. And the last one, negative number multiply by positive number will give you a negative number. Okay, so these were the formulas which we used for multiplication. Okay, so what change you have to make here is just replace the multiplication signs with the division signs. Okay, so that's it. So this is how you are going to convert the multiplication chart into division chart. Okay, so we'll just go through the chart. The first is when a positive number is divided with a positive number, means both the signs are same, then we get a positive answer. Similarly, if both the numbers are negative, again we get a positive answer. So same signs, positive answer. Okay, and if the signs are opposite, that is one is plus and other is minus, or one is minus and other is plus, so if it is opposite signs we will always get a negative answer. Okay, so this you have to keep it in the mind while solving for division. Okay, so hope you all have understood the chart and we can now begin with some examples of how to divide. Okay, so how to carry out division? Okay, first we will learn all the steps of carrying out division and then we will start with the examples. Okay, so the first step is that we have to write it in the form of numerator upon denominator. Okay, if the question is, for example, if the question is 38 divided by 15, okay, this will be the type of question you will be getting in your exams. Okay, so how to write this? So you will write it in the form of numerator upon denominator, that is 35 will be on the top upon 38 will be on the top and in the bottom you will get 15. So this 38 is the numerator and 15 is the denominator. So you will write the first step like this. Okay, so the first step is write it in the form of numerator upon denominator. Write the question in the form of numerator upon denominator. Okay, so this was the first step. Then the second step, you will carry out the prime factorization of numerator as well as denominator. Okay, in the previous chapters we have learned how to carry out the prime factors, so we are going to carry out the same process to find the prime factors for numerator and denominator. Okay, so the second step is find the prime factors for numerator n and denominator D. Okay, so for numerator as well as for denominator you are going to find the prime factors. Then third is you will cancel out the common terms. Okay, what you are going to do, you are going to cancel out. Okay, cancel out common terms from numerator and denominator. Okay, and the last step is whichever the whatever the numbers are remaining, okay, you will multiply those numbers and find the final answer. So multiply remaining numbers and find the final answer and find the final answer. Okay, so these are the steps which we are going to carry out for division. That is, first you will write in the form of numerator upon denominator, then you will find the prime factors of both numerator as well as denominator, then you will cancel out all the terms, okay, which are common, and then after cancelling you will be remaining with some numbers, you will multiply those numbers and you will find the final answer. Okay, so this is the entire process, and now we will go for some examples. Now we will see some examples. Okay, the first example is -6 divided by 8. Okay, this is the sum. So now we are going to carry this division step by step. So the first step is that we are going to write this question in the form of numerator upon denominator. Okay, so what is the numerator here? Yes, -6. So I'll write -6 here upon what is the denominator? Yes, 8. Okay, and since 8 is not having any sign, we'll assume it is positive. Okay, so now look at this question. The numerator is having a negative sign and the denominator is having a positive sign. Both are opposite signs, and since the signs are opposite, what answer we are going to get in the final is? Yes, we are going to get a negative answer, because opposite signs will give you a negative answer. Okay, now the next step is that we are going to find the prime factors. Okay, so you will not find the prime factors below it's here itself. You will find it in your rough part. Okay, you will make a rough column and you will find the prime factors in your rough part. Okay, so first we'll find the prime factors of 6 and then we'll find the prime factors of 8. You're going to find for both, that is numerator and denominator. So for 6, what will be the prime factors? Yes, first will be 2 3s are 6 and then 3 1s are 3. Okay, and for 8 it will be 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. Okay, so these are the factors. So for 6, what are the prime factors? Yes, 2 and 3 are the prime factors, and for 8 it will be 2 2 2, 3 times 2. Okay, now since 6 is having a negative sign, I'll keep the negative sign as it is, and then in the bracket I will write all the prime factors, that is 2 multiplied by 3. You will write it in the form of multiplication. Then now for 8, we do not have to mention any sign because it is positive. We will just write the prime factors, that is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Okay, so we have completed our step number 2. Here if you observe, the numerator and the denominator, there are some similar numbers. Okay, here we have a 2 in the numerator and in the denominator also we have 1 2. So 1, this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Okay, do we have more 2's to cancel out? No, neither we have 3 also. So this much only numbers can be cancelled. So what is remaining now? Here 3 is alone, no one is there with 3, and here the sign is minus. So I'll write the sign first and then I'll write the number. In the denominator, 2 numbers are remaining. Which are those numbers? 2 and 2. Yes, so multiply those numbers and you will write the answer below. So 2 2s is 4. Okay, so this is your final answer. So -6 divided by 8 will give you -3 upon 4. Since the signs were opposite, I got a negative answer. Okay, so this is how you are going to solve all the sums. So I hope now all of you have understood how to carry out the procedure for division. Okay, so we will begin with practice set 9, which is on page number 14. So everyone open to page number 14 and be ready with your activity books. Okay, so you can solve the sums with me simultaneously. So let's begin. The first sum of practice set number 9, that is minus 96 divided by 16. Okay, so this is the question. Now the first step is that we are going to write the question in the form of numerator upon denominator. Okay, so the first is minus 96 upon 16. Okay, this is our first step, and since 16 is not having any sign, we'll assume it is positive. Okay, now the next step is that we are going to find the prime factors. So for 96 we will find the prime factors in the rough column. Okay, first I'll go with 2. Okay, the smallest prime number. So 2 4s is 8, but it is 9, so 1 remains. So now it has become 16. So 2 8s are 16. Then 2 2s is 4, and 2 4s is 8. Again, it can be divisible by 2. So 2 1s is 2, and 2 2s is 4. Again, it is divisible by 2. 2 6s are 12. 2 3s are 6. Now 3 is a prime number, so I have to go for 3. So 3 1s are 3. So these are the prime factors for 96. Similarly, we will find for prime factors for 16 also. So the prime factors for 16 are 2 8s is 16. Yes. Then 2 4s is 8. 2 2s is 4, and 2 1s is 2. Okay. So these are the prime factors for 16. Now I'll write those prime factors here. Okay, since the numerator is having a negative sign, first I'll write the negative sign. In the bracket, I'll write the prime factors, and which will be in the form of multiplication. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 times 2 and 1 3. So it will be 2 multiply by 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 3. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 2's and 1 3. Then for 16, what are the prime factors? Yes, 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2. Okay, so these are your prime factors. Now the next step is that we have to cancel out the common terms of numerator and denominator. Okay, so this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. This 2 and this 2. Okay, one more 2 we can cancel. Again, this 2 and this 2 we can cancel. Again, one more 2 can be cancelled. Okay, so do I have any numbers remaining here? No. So since it is negative, I'll write first the sign, and here it is 2 3s is these only two numbers are remaining, that is 2 and 3. So I'm going to multiply the remaining numbers, that is 2 and 3. So 2 3s is 6. In denominator, I have no number left here. Okay, so no denominator, or you can just write 1. Okay, even if you don't write 1, the answer will be correct. So the answer is minus 6. Understanding, everyone? We will just give a short revision. Okay, first what we did, we first wrote the question in the form of numerator upon denominator. Then we found the prime factors, and then we cancelled out the common terms, and then whichever terms were remaining we multiplied, and we wrote the sign first and the multiplication afterwards, and we got our final answer. So this is how you are going to carry out the sums. Now the next question, that is the second question, is 98 divided by minus 28. Okay, so this is your question. The first step is that you will write it in the form of numerator upon denominator. So it will be 98 upon minus 28. Since 98 is not having any sign, we'll assume it is positive. So one is plus and other is minus. Okay, so this is, so here we'll use formula number 3. Then next, we are going to find the prime factors in the rough column. So for 98, what are the prime factors? We'll begin with 2. So 2 4s is 8, 1 is remaining, 2 9s is 18. Now it is 49. So we cannot divide by 2, neither with 3. So we'll go for directly for 7, because it is not possible for 5 also. So we'll go for 7. 7 7s is 49, and 7 is a prime number, so 7 1s are 7. So these are the prime factors. Now we'll go for 28. So prime factors for 28 are 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Now again 14 can be divided by 2, so 2 7s are 14, and now we get 7. So 7 is a prime number, 7 1s are 7. Okay, so so these are the prime factors of both the numbers. Now I'll write the prime factors first. Okay, what are the prime factors for 98? Yes, it is 2 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. And for 28, first I'll write the negative sign, and then I will write the prime factor, that is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 7. Okay, the next step is that we are going to cancel out terms. Here we have a 2, and in the denominator also we have one 2. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. Now here we have one 7 in the numerator and one more 7 in the denominator. So again we will cancel out 1 7. Now this 7 we do not have one more extra 7. So we cannot cancel out this 7, and we cannot cancel out this 2 also. So what answer we are getting in the numerator is, yes, only 7. So we'll just write 7 here. And in the denominator we are only having 2. So we'll just write 2 here. Okay. Now we'll see for the signs now. One is plus, other is minus. Okay. So in division, if one sign is plus and other is minus, that is opposite signs, what answer we get? Yes, we get a negative answer. So I'll just write minus, so that we will complete our entire sum along with the signs. Okay. So this is your answer. So 98 divided by minus 28 will give you minus 7 upon 2. Okay, so this is your entire sum. So now we will solve an example which is based on similar signs. Okay, that is numerator and the denominator will have same signs. Okay, so everyone just look at your textbook to question number 6. Okay, the question is minus 150 divided by minus 25. Okay, in this question both the numerator and the denominator are having the same sign. Okay, so first I'll write in the form of numerator upon denominator. So the first question, so the numerator is minus 150 and the denominator is minus 25. Okay, so I'll write it as it is. Now I'll find the prime factors. So for 150, what are the prime factors? Yes, we'll begin with 2. So 2 7s is 14, 1 remains, 2 5s is 10. Now it is 75. We can go for 3. 3 2s is 6, 1 remains, 3 5s is 15. Now 25. So we'll go for 5. 5 5s and 5 1s. So these are the prime factors for 150. For 25, the prime factors are 5 5s are 25 and 5 1s are. Okay, these are the prime factors. Now I'll write the prime factors in the form of multiplication. Okay, so the first I'll write the sign here, and in the bracket I'll write the prime factors of 150. So 150, what are the prime factors? That is 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5. Okay, these are the prime factors. And for 25, again I'll write the sign first and then the prime factors of 25, that is 5 multiplied by 5. The next step is that we are going to carry out the cancellation part, that is we are going to cancel out the common terms. Okay, so we'll go for 2. Now in the numerator we have 2, but in the denominator we don't have any 2, so we cannot cancel 2. For 3 also we don't have any 3 in the denominator, but for 5 we can cancel out because we have 5 in the numerator also as well as in denominator. So this 5 and this 5 gets cancelled. Also another 5 can also be cancelled here. So another 5 is also cancelled. Okay, so what remains? Minus sign is as it is. 2 3s are here, 2 numbers are remaining, so we have to multiply the numbers and write the answer. So 2 3s is 6, and here sign is there. Okay, we have the sign but we don't have any number, so assume 1. Okay, since there is no number, we'll assume it 1. Okay, now since both the signs are same, okay, since the signs are same, what answer we are going to get? Yes, we are going to get a plus answer, and 6 upon 1 means 6. Okay, instead of using the chart, you can cancel out the terms, the signs also. Okay, minus and minus gets cancelled, what remains? 6. So again we can get a positive answer. Okay, so if you can go with the table, use the table, or elsewise you can just cancel out the signs and you will find the same answer. Okay, I guess now you can solve the rest of the sums on your own. Okay, you will solve all the sums with the same procedure. The tough part which you will face is of finding the prime factors. So I request all of you to solve as much as possible. Okay, practice a lot of how to find the prime factors. If you have not understood how to find the prime factors, please watch the previous videos of indices where I have taught how to find the prime factors in detail. Okay, one more thing is that you will solve these sums in your activity book first, and once I share you the notes on WhatsApp, you can cross check your answers with the notes, and you will understand whether you have done it right or wrong. Okay, so with this chapter, so with this point, now we have finished our second chapter, that is multiplication and division of integers. Okay, so everyone just keep practicing, and thank you so much.